Hey guys, it's Sabrina here for Entertainment Scoop, and today I am so excited because I have the privilege of sitting down with a couple of the funniest guys in America, if you ask me. Oh, hello. Do you want to take my mic from me? You want my job? Introducing America's Got Talent Season 10 winner, Paul Zerdin, and his buddy.
Hello, this is Sam. Sam's just having a rest for a moment.
Yeah, thanks.
Right, stay on the table, and there's Albert here as well.
He looks a little hungover today. Did you guys go out last night?
They went to a big puppet party. All the famous puppets from years gone by were there. He was hanging out with the Muppets, everything.
Got a little drunk on tea. A little tea with a little bourbon in it.
I've just realised that this is a routine that I do, and it's actually too rude. So I'll stop doing it and save it for the nighttime show.
Okay. Whatever floats your boat, Paul. Whatever floats your boat.
It's great to be here, by the way.
Oh, thank you for being here.
It's my
first
pleasure.
Of all, let's go back to the beginning of where this whole journey started for you. How did you get into ventriloquism?
The lift. Oh, the elevator. No, that was another story. The elevators in this building are unbelievable. How did I get into ventriloquism? I was actually a magician before I was a ventriloquist. I became a magician when I left school, and I was a professional magician. So I used to do close-up magic, comedy magic, illusions, all sorts of stuff. But as a kid growing up, I was a massive fan of the Muppets and Sesame Street, and I loved puppets and comedy. So I kind of knew that in the back of my mind, one day I wanted to do something with comedy and puppets and things. But it wasn't something I kind of planned to do. It was just sort of something that kind of happened. And when I managed to get myself an agent, when I left school and was a magician, she said, "I've got loads of magicians. What have you got that's different?" I said, "Well, I'm kind of learning ventriloquism." And I'd been given a book on how to become a ventriloquist when I was about 14, 15. And I learned how to become a ventriloquist from a book. And she said, "Well, go away and practice and come back when you've got an act." And that's what I did. So she kind of steered me, this agent, and steered me in the direction of ventriloquism and the puppets. I never wanted to be a stand-up comedian. And I had a nice upbringing. You find that quite a lot of comics come from have had something's happened, something from their family life or whatever. But I never had anything to moan about because I always had quite a nice, I've had quite a nice time really, just playing with dolls and doing my magic. But I wanted to do comedy, and ventriloquism is important. It has to kind of be funny.
Totally. You don't want your audience to fall asleep, right?
If the act is not funny and entertaining, then at the end of the day, you're a man standing on stage talking to yourself, and that's it. And that's a bit weird.
Well, it's weird, but I actually just read a study that people who talk to themselves are classified as geniuses, apparently, on Huffington Post.
Is that right?
Yes, it is.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes.
All right. Well, that's good to know.
Is he awake over there?
Sam?
Oh, hang on. Oh, hello!
Hello, Sam. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Are you okay? Your voice just changed drastically.
Yes. Hello there.
That's not right.
Try your normal voice.
Hello! Sabrina, hello!
Hello, Sam. Hello.
How are you?
I'm wonderful now that you're talking to me. How are
Yes,
you?
it's great to be here. This is an amazing studio you have here.
Yeah? Well, how long have you been working with this guy over here?
Oh, I didn't know you were here. You didn't tell me you were here.
You look like you would do with a wash, actually.
Oh, thanks.
Sorry, what was the question?
Well, I was asking Sam over here how long he's been working with you.
We need to get stop touching our feet.
All right, okay, all right.
I hate that.
We've been together now for what, 20 years? Been working together for 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. And then Albert came along.
Yeah.
He's over there. He's just.
Is he related to Sam?
He's Sam's grandpa.
Oh, so
Yeah.
do you guys get along?
He's losing it a bit.
Oh.
His memory's going. Pardon?
He said your memory's going.
Where?
No, he said your memory's going. Have you got your hearing aid on?
Yes.
You have.
What? So you can't hear?
Sorry, there's madness going on here.
It's okay.
Ask me another question.
Okay. Well, how did you? Oh my gosh.
Ah!
I love doing that. I'll put him down for a minute. I'll put him down for a minute.
Now that I'm like bright red. No, I'm kidding. How did you teach yourself to do those voices? What a gift.
Ventriloquism is something that I think anyone can do. You've just got to practice a lot. And I've practiced, I spent about 2 years learning the basics from this book, how to talk without moving your lips. And it is quite complicated, and it's almost like learning to speak again. and you're just using a different way of creating the sounds that your lips would make, because you're not supposed to move your lips. But it's quite boring actually if I go into the
technical
side of it. So I don't want to bore you with that. But I've always been able to do silly voices. And as a kid, I used to do impressions of, the Muppets and TV characters and stuff. So
what
I
about
was always.
Today? Can you do celebrity impressions today?
No, I can't really. I can't really do. I can't. I'm not really an impressionist. I do a section in my show where Sam does impressions of Kermit and Miss Piggy and Fozzie and Yoda and all those kind of things.
Can you try to teach me how to do what you do?
Okay. Well, first of all, you have to relax your face.
Okay.
Okay.
Relax.
And then you keep a little gap between when you relax your face, right, there normally is a little gap between your lips.
Like this?
So you wouldn't, when you're relaxed, when you sleep, you usually sleep with your mouth open. That's
totally.
when your face relaxes like that.
That's what I look like.
So when you relax your face, you just have a little gap between your lips like this.
Okay.
So you look a little bit kind of gormless. Right, and then say, right, honestly, and then you say hello. So try saying hello.
Okay. Hello.
Yeah, so you don't really need your lips for that, do you?
That feels so weird.
So you say hello.
Like that deep?
Try it that deep.
Oh, okay.
No, say it whichever way. Your normal voice.
Hello.
I find in a silly voice, it kind of makes it easier somehow.
It totally does.
Yeah?
That's
hello.
so weird.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello there.
Hello, how are you?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, so you basically start doing these exercises in the book, and it was a book written by a British ventriloquist called Ray Allen, and he's no longer around, but I think you can still get the book online, and it's the best book I've ever read on how to become a ventriloquist, and it tells you all these different lines and gives you words, and you go through the alphabet, and then you start, you just start learning to speak again without moving your lips. It's a very strange thing. Try it in a higher voice.
Hello.
Hello there.
Hello.
That's Sam's voice.
Hello.
Oh, I don't know if I could do Sam's voice, but...
And then say,
you want me to say...
hello, how are you?
Hello, how are you?
Hello, how are you?
How are you?
Hello, how are you?
Hello, how are you?
She's not bad.
Really?
Yes, it's good.
Hello, how are you? I feel so dead in the face because I'm thinking so much about not moving my mouth.
And then I'll try and make you talk now. So this time,
Okay.
I don't want you actually speaking. I'm going to do your voice for you. Okay, I'm going to give you a silly voice, right?
Okay.
So when I touch you there, okay, I want you to
got you.
just open your mouth, okay, and just talk normally. But let's say you're going to know what to say. So you could say, let's just say hello, how are you? Okay, like this. Okay, go.
Hello, how are you?
That's really good lip syncing. Say it again.
I'm trying not to lose my cool
do it
here,
again.
guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, how are you?
That's a bit weird, isn't it?
It's so creepy.
Let's try it.
Is everybody creeped out back there in production?
Let's
Yeah.
try another one. Let's try let's try like a higher voice. Say the same thing again.
Hello.
So you've got to move your mouth though. Don't forget. Okay, go.
Hello, how are you?
Do it again.
And say hello. How are you? My name's Sabrina.
Okay.
Hello, how are you? My name is Sabrina.
Oh,
What about that?
I like that. I like that. I was getting into it. Let's do some more. No, okay.
We could do the whole show. I was interviewed on a show back home in the UK, and the presenter didn't know what questions to ask me, and we were on live television, so I made him talk. So I did the same thing, and I made him ask me the questions about what I wanted to talk about. So we got through the interview that way.
So you pretty much dictated your own interview.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So it was like, so Paul, where are you on tour? Where are you? So I was able to plug all my tour dates and everything.
That's amazing. Well, before we get to that, because of course we're going to do that with you here today.
Yes.
Tell us about America's Got Talent, that journey. Was that the defining moment for you where things really took off?
It's an amazing, journey is the word. It's used too much, isn't it, with these things? But it really is the only word that describes it. It is a journey. It's an awesome journey. And I auditioned in April in here. In LA, and I didn't tell anyone at home that I was going to do it, so I just thought I'd sneak over to America and I'll audition on this talent show, and if it doesn't work out, then no one will be any the wiser. And it went quite well, luckily. And then I came home and I carried on working because I was already a jobbing ventriloquist, at home, working all over the place, from cruise ships to comedy clubs. And I forgot about social media. So as soon as the show started, a friend of mine texted me and said, I've just seen your face on the trailer for America's Got Talent. What the hell is going on? Why haven't you told me? And I kept it a secret, and I literally just told my mum and dad and my girlfriend, and no one else knew about it. And so when the show started, broadcasting, and they saw the bit that my auditions had recorded earlier, people were kind of sort of freaked out by it. And luckily, thank goodness, the whole thing worked out well. And then we got to the live finals, and that is just an amazing moment, just being on stage, Radio City Music Hall. And I had to give myself a bit of a pep talk, really. I kind of took myself to one side, and I just said, right, this is a major opportunity here. Don't mess this up. And I had to pinch myself. It was like live from Radio City Music Hall, so you've got like 6,000 people in the theatre in Radio City, and then you've got the millions of people watching on NBC. So it's quite a big deal. But I just kind of got in the zone, and I just thought this is a major opportunity for me to shine and hopefully show everyone what I can do. And I just kind of went for it, really. And the judges were so helpful and so complimentary, particularly Howard Stern. And I have Howard to thank a lot for what happened.
Well, I've seen the footage of some of your acts on the show, and I mean, it's just amazing. I kept watching it over and over again. I was in awe. I've never seen anything like it before. So for you to say that you wowed them is like an understatement, because I saw their faces. They were like amazed, like anyone would be.
Well, I've been doing it for a while, and that's the thing about America's Got Talent. And if you're going to audition, because the auditions are now, agtauditions.com, if you're going to audition, then you can, you could be a jobbing ventriloquist, you could be a jobbing magician, you could be an amateur, comedian, or a comedian that you're already doing it. It's an amazing platform for anyone to show off their talent. And so it's really important that if you have got that talent, or you have something that you want to share with people, that absolutely, go for it. And they were so complimentary, and I think that obviously that helped. Obviously, I have the American people to thank, the American public to thank for voting for me, and I will be forever grateful. But also, I think the judges can influence the viewers, because if they think, well, Howard Stern, he knows what he's talking about, therefore, he could influence them. I don't know. I think if the judges are really nice about you and they like what you're doing, then it helps, definitely. And I was so lucky that they did like what I was doing.
Well, given all of the incredible experiences you've had since America's Got Talent,
Yes.
What advice do you have for auditionees for season 11?
Absolutely. If you've got a talent, then you should go ahead and go to agtauditions.com, and you can audition online. So you could send a video clip, or if you look on the website, it will tell you where it's going to be, where the tour is going to be, and you can turn up in person and audition. And just not be put off. You must absolutely follow your dreams, and if your goal is to make it as a comedian or a singer or a ventriloquist or whatever, you must absolutely go for it, because I've been doing it for a long time. And also, Terry Fator, he was a jobbing ventriloquist, and he made a living being a ventriloquist, but he then believed, had that belief, and went on America's Got Talent and won it. And it changed his life, and now he's living the dream. He's become a friend, and he's the most amazing guy. His show is fantastic. If you get the chance to go and see him at the Mirage in Las Vegas, you have to. It's just incredible. And he followed his dreams, and he wowed the judges. And luckily, touch wood, thank you to everybody. I did all right with it, and you must just go ahead and go for it. Completely go for it and not be put off. That's the important thing, because you'll have knocks along the way.
Sure.
But you must just have that belief.
Wise words from a wise man over here, Paul Zerdin. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
No, really. And again, guys, agt.com. If you're interested in auditioning, whatever your trade is, listen to this man over here. Follow your dreams, because life is too short.
Yes, it certainly is. Hello? Hello? Is that you? No. Oh, it's me. Yes. Pardon?
Well, on that note.
You should say thank you, Paul. Thanks for coming.
Okay, ready?
And go to agtauditions.com. Do that, okay?
Got it.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you for coming. And go to www.agtauditions.com.
Until next time, guys, I'm Sabrina for Entertainment Scoop.